matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports. The Dukes will boot it away to start the game. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense will get the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollock.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Dukes offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Back to throw, it's Barnett. That's caught, it's Ellis. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in. It's Ellis. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Got it in the middle. It's Ellis. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Prince. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. With the catch, it's Thomas. Turning it on! We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Makes the grab, it's Jones. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Monarchs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll throw on third down. He's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. And the Monarchs will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. With the catch, it's Ellis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Defense. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Monarchs will kick it off to start the second half. Out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man, it's Sanchez. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They go to the draw. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. He'll pull it on the read. Hard running there. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Unloads quickly. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Now it's up to the defense to put this game on ice with a few minutes left to play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Butler. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to...
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it down the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, ODU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. after taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this.
To the air, it's Barnett.
They're trailing by just 4 to Wisconsin. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pfeiffer. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Knight. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They're going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. We are getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. Absolutely perfect. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He's taking a deep shot. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries. And when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week to start focusing. This one's